room right now, and we are live.
Right.
So yeah. I have no stories this week, boys and girls. So come up with something in the comment section until my wife tells you stories about what a horrible human being I am.
I'm not going to do any such thing. No, I was going to actually replay the what I woke up to Friday morning.
Oh, the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You want to wait for more people to come in, or I mean,
Oh yeah, I don't know.
you want to maximize your audience here? This
Something like that.
something like that. Good evening, people. Conley, hello.
Hello.
We're gonna let a few more people come in here, and then Renee's gonna explain to you why it's absolute hell living with me.
Oh my God.
Uh,
But really, I can't get it. Fucking America's Best.
what?
Fucking America's Best. They don't have my contacts, Tom.
Oh, are you gonna switch to somebody else? Are you gonna go to Pearl or something?
I just need the fucking contacts.
Well, can you order the contacts from somebody else? Like Lily orders her glasses from somebody else?
Yeah, but they're more expensive because I get a discount through America's Best.
How much of a discount do we get?
I'm just being cheap. Can you let me be cheap?
Okay, yeah. Somebody says online with seven exclamation points. Well, technically, she does buy them online. She just buys them through America or through America's Best, not America Online. If she bought them through America Online, then we'd be having problems. But it's through America's Best.
And here's the problem.
Good.
I had this problem the last time because one of them is the toric lens, which this is new. And I wear daily disposables, and um, so they're fucking expensive. And apparently, it's some special something, but probably because it's the toric or whatever it's called. Um, And so the last time I ordered them, and like I was going to be out of them, and I said to her, "Oh, let me just go home and I'll do them from home and I can pay for the rush shipping." And she goes, "Oh, no, I can do that for you." And I said, "Great." And I go, "But are you sure for the rush shipping?" She said, "Yes." And I said, "And how much is that?" And she said, "It's free." And I knew right then, nope, that's not the truth. And so
That's
when I
not how
called,
it works.
nope. And so when I called after 2.5 weeks, she answered the phone and she was cunty to me and said, I can't remember what she said now, but it
See,
was cunty.
this boys and girls is a live version of Renee's YouTube content.
It is. And I don't bother re-recording. I pause it until sometimes I hope it's going to come to me. Oh, what she said was, I told you that it could take a while to get there, that the rush didn't include how long it took in the warehouse. I go, it takes 3 to 5 days in the warehouse. I've been ordering from you guys for 15 fucking years. And she goes, well, I'll have to see. And she goes, oh, it's gonna be there today. Yeah, she meant that it shipped today. It still didn't come for another 7 fucking days. So I need glasses. And actually, I have a prescription for new glasses, and I should order that too. But just back up a little bit about how he's being cheap. And I know that I can get them from Zulu or Pain or whatever else. They're still $200. So I'm just being cheap. Oh, this is not me being upset. Honestly, this is just me being dramatic. If anybody watches me on YouTube or TikTok well, that's the only place you would find me. When I bitch, I'm just bitching. I'm you'll know when I'm mad, right?
Friday morning, she was mad.
I think I handled it very well.
Nobody died, and that was a plus. You did not subtract from
I
the
didn't
human
even
population.
scream. I didn't yell. I just said, whew, this is not how I would like to wake up Monday morning or Friday morning. And I cleaned it up. I was baffled that our son didn't see that this fucking thing was out, but I know he walks through our house like this because he might have to do something if he catches it.
Damn, damn, damn. She's elevating that rapidly.
I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, Tom.
You want to explain to the people what happened Friday morning, so they understand what the hell you were just going on about.
Yeah.
While she does that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do this.
Okay. So we are trying to get I don't even know why I went there. I came out of the bedroom on Friday morning. Tom was in the bathroom taking his 25-minute shit.
Man's got to
Or-
do what a man's got to do in the morning.
Okay.
Proceed.
Our son is at the table eating whatever it was that he was eating. And I come out to put ice in my cup so I can have my iced coffee. And we have a pellet fancy ice maker, like hospital ice, sonic ice, whatever you want to call it. And the top portion, so there's a very top portion, and that's where you put the water, and then there's a middle portion, and it's a tray, and it's got some holes in the corner so that as the ice starts to melt, if it sits there and doesn't get used, it goes into a collection base that then gets recycled into making additional ice for you. And somebody opened it, took their ice out, put the scoop down, and fucking walked away. This is not the first time somebody's walked away. Yeah, it's I because I forget to do a lot of things, so I try to be patient with my husband. So he needs to remember how patient I was when I cleaned up 22 pounds of fucking ice from there. But it just overflowed. So there was water all over the
But
floor
I
and
tr-
all over the carpet.
I truly am sorry that the water was everywhere and that I forgot to put the drawer all the way back. But who does all the work in bed?
Me.
Yes, I left the drawer open and the water she went everywhere.
I did clean it up because here's the deal. In our house, if you find the mess, you should clean it up. Um,
So I leave them. She
haven't
finds them.
haven't helped the person that I think saw it and then didn't clean it up because that will really piss me off. Because otherwise, I would have kids telling me the dog's not mine or the cat's not mine or the kid, the this food is not mine, whatever. Okay, I'm not your maid and you're not my maid, but we just help each other out
And to the person in the comment section that said, "But really, a 25-minute shit?" Yeah, that's well,
every
it's
day.
about more like a 15-minute shit, and there's two of those in the morning before 9 a.m.
And
every single day.
okay, I got out of bed at 7. It was 6:45 on Friday.
Okay,
What time did you get out of bed? Because normally you're out like
how the
6:10,
fuck,
6:15.
how the fuck do I know?
Well, because you should be keeping track of this shit.
All I know is I take a hefty shit first thing in the morning, and then I doom scroll for a little bit after I give Clyde his pills, and then right after the boy leaves for work, I have a second hefty shit. Or school. He leaves for school, not work. My apologies. A few more years for that.
Okay, but somebody said to leave the ice cubes in your shoes. Here's the problem: they're the little tiny nugget ice.
Leave
They'll
what?
melt, and they they want me to just be vindictive. I, I have ways of being vindictive. What paint? What kind of paint did you use on the jars?
Yellow.
It is folk art matte finish, not sponsored.
Unfortunately.
And
However, If anybody would like to sponsor us, we're open to
Okay.
ideas.
Any craft people that want to sponsor me, I will record every minute of any craft you want me to do.
Yeah.
But I mix the yellow with some, what is that called? Chalk paint. It's called Truffle. Waverly by it from Walmart. Conley, he does 45. My son, you know what? You want to know what's the funniest part? He bitches about how long my son stays in the bathroom. Where do you think you learned it from? Or he learned it from? You?
I bitch about how long he stays in the bathroom because he has his own fucking bathroom attached to his own fucking bedroom. That's why I bitch. It's not the length of time, it's the fact that he's occupying one of our two bathrooms while he has his own.
What do you? What do you care?
That's the whole fucking reason that he's got that room. So he's got
Oh
his
my
own
God.
privacy. He can do it through his own fucking thing in his own bathroom.
Can you see my jars?
Is Magnolia in the room?
Well, they're not done anyways.
Pasta dolce on the left hand side. I said no pasta
They
dolce
have
on the left
not
hand
been
side.
baked yet. I am, but they have not. Um, so they're not the greatest, but contacts versus or glasses versus contacts. Um, so I'm gonna put some jute twine, and I have some bumblebees to put on them.
Jute and bees is what you gonna do. Sorry.
Okay, he's doing naughty things afterwards. Who is?
What?
I don't know. Somebody said he's doing naughty things afterwards, and I want to know who that is. Thank you. Denise. Denise. Oh, Tom, Denise. I need you to email us your address because you sent Tom
Denise,
a book.
Denise, are you the one that sent me the book?
Yeah, it's Denise Bousard. Yeah,
Denise, the return address is blurred out. We can't see it,
it's
and
smeared.
and even it's all completely smeared. And on the one that the book in the envelope came in, we can make out your name, the town, and the post office, but not your street address. So it's
And I
sitting here
think I
signed.
can. And yeah, and I went on. I was
Here it is,
searching
right
on the
here.
Google machine. Please, yes, we have your book and everything. I'm glad I
There it
saw your
is.
name. Thank you.
I just didn't know who to send it back to because everything was just smeared the hell it back.
And like when I Googled there was just I didn't want to send it to the wrong place.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Oh yeah, yeah, he found her. Yeah, and all of my
You know
friends
what
that
I severely dislike is when they burn uneven. Look at it on that side, and then look at it on that side. Look at it. Look at it. That
that
sucks.
is poor workmanship on your part.
I don't know
Because
what the hell's going on
when
there.
my
That's just
cigarettes burned like that, it was because I didn't pack it properly. So I'm going to blame you. Thanks, Denise.
the fuck did I get thrown under the bus of my own damn fucking life?
Well, I'm just being honest.
El Paso, Texas. Hello, how are you?
Oh, but anyways,
Michigan's West Coast, Lake Michigan. Are we done with snow yet? Oh, we typically have some type of snow in April. Probably not accumulating snow, but I think you're going to see snow again before it's all over.
somebody else is telling you got to light it properly if you want
I
it to
did. I
burn.
always light it the right. I light it the same way. Always.
He never
All
does
the time.
anything wrong.
I've been smoking joints for 40 fucking
Maybe
years.
you could be our next president and you could just
I
tell
know what
everybody how
I'm
you feel
talking
about
about. Tonight,
Anyway,
yeah, never mind. We'll
I
talk about that another time.
what?
Oh, he threatened to obliterate all the power plants in Iran tonight. So the stock market should open up down about 1,200 on Monday.
Well, tomorrow's Saturday, so we
I,
got that.
I know. I'm just saying. It's just Jesus fucking Christ. No,
91 in Charlotte.
tomorrow's Sunday.
Okay,
Tomorrow's
Saturday, Sunday,
Sunday.
it's all the same thing, man.
It's not the fucking same thing though.
So I just want you to know that I took half of what we think is like 30 or 40 milligrams. So that would be like 15 to 20 ish.
Those big ones in the clear jars.
Yes. And then I took a half, which if only feels like 10 milligrams to me, but the package says that that piece is 20. So I'm floating anywhere between 25 and 45.
Somebody in here is named Sapphire Blue. No, I'm just kidding. It's Sapphire 2025. But when I saw it, I heard that audio in my head. Sapphire Blue, Panawana Jamma Wagon. Sapphire Blue.
Well, Sapphire Blue says that we're the highlight of their week. So we appreciate that.
That's
Okay.
that's a,
Here's the
that's a
things.
bad week right there.
Maybe it's me, not you. You don't have to be rude about me.
It's still a bad fucking week. I'm just saying.
Wait, here's the things we need to talk about. Should I get bangs tomorrow?
I'm
And
not
my
answering that fucking question.
and also just an update on my friend from Hobby Lobby. She's doing well. She texted me.
Uh,
You float on 50 milligrams a day? That's a little steep for me.
I float on this.
You don't
A
worry about
whole
grams. You
new
guys,
world.
here's the
Go ahead.
thing. I started early today, so I had to pace myself because
She was cranking up early. She said to me sometime in the early
about
afternoon,
10:15 this morning.
do I need to be responsible today? No, here we go. Here we go. Uh-huh.
Uh,
Thank you for the emojis and all of that stuff. We don't have any
Thank you.
topics tonight, so you guys come up with some
We
topics
never do.
in the cat. Well, I
So
mean,
why are
like
you pretending?
here's the thing. The
Edibles, not
ti-
pills.
the title of tonight's live is Spring Break Begins, because tomorrow our daughter comes home from college. She's home for a week of spring break, and when she goes back, our son begins his spring break. So we literally have 2 weeks of spring break ahead of us between the two kids.
No afternoon delights is what you're telling me.
Not for the next 2 weeks. That's not happening.
That's
Not unless both of your children go to the library for a couple hours.
yeah, well, your son's not. Conley, I'm sorry. How was your beef on the bun?
Beef on the bun. What do you
That's
what are you talking
tomorrow
about?
night, I think. Conley struck out on prom shopping. I listen, Maggie bought her dress junior year. She went shopping with like a friend and her mom, and like we were supposed to go together at some other point, and they went in like February, and she called me and she's like, I found my dress. And I was like, okay. And she bought it. So
Is there a
traveling.
cookout tomorrow? No, there is no cookout tomorrow. There's just our daughter's coming home for the start of her spring break.
But okay, yeah, but I'm also getting my hair cut and Tom's working tomorrow. And my girl is my cousin. And she used to have a shop and she does not have a shop anymore, so she cuts from the house. And so my mom is getting her hair cut and I'm getting my hair cut. Um, and god damn, do I have a lot of hygienic things to do this week because I got
No,
the hair.
no
What?
Sapphire. No Sapphire. Sorry, go ahead. Continue. I was just
I
answering
got
something.
hair, nails, eyebrows, toes. And we decided on bangs. No, not yet. I don't think I'm gonna get bangs, but maybe like a swoop. I don't.
I don't answer questions about bangs.
You don't answer. He doesn't answer question about banks. He doesn't answer questions about how I look in something. Um,
No, you came down here with that blue dress on, and I told you that you look like you should be churning butter for the Amish.
yeah, that's the rudest thing he's ever said to me. Or well, that and when I was pregnant with our uh, second child, Magnolia. I don't know. I was probably about 5.5 and a half months pregnant, and I looked at him. And I went to go. We were gonna go out do something, and I went to go put my pants on, and they didn't fit. And so he came into the bedroom, and I was sitting on the bed sobbing. And he laughed at me and said, "Of course you're getting bigger. Let's go shopping." Ugh.
One of my friends opened a dispensary in Winnetka. Okay, so Winnetka's pretty far away from us. That's up in the north
That's
suburbs. And
that's
there are quite literally 100 dispensaries between us and Winnetka. Good luck to your friend. I don't think we're going to be visiting him unless we're in Winnetka for something and desperately low on ganja. You need to lie down. You go lie down.
yeah. Have a good one.
Um, yeah, Winnetka. It's a minute away from us for sure.
I bet you that would be an hour and a half from here.
Far more money in that area though than there is down here.
Than down here. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, far more money. It's nice to see you're still alive and kicking. By the way you were talking this morning, I figured you were going to be mourning. We were going to be mourning your passing due to Renee. Well, the day is still young. Hair, eyebrows, nails, and toes. That sounds like a $500 day easily.
I don't ever do it in one day. So it'll be fine. No, hair is 50, nails are 60, eyebrows are, well, they're 30 because I'm gonna get them dyed. And then 40 for a pedicure.
And how much in
Um,
tip? How much in tip on all of that?
well, so for my nails, I give her 75. For the $30 for my eyebrows, that includes the tip because she really only charges me $12 for my eyebrows. Um, and I always give her a 20 and then we argue about me taking money back. But then when she dyes my eyebrows, she tells me that there's no charge and I can't not charge her or not pay her for that. So I give her 30. And then pedicure, they get 10. So that'll be 50. And then Effie gets 80.
Oh, the difference the hemisphere makes. You're getting hair styled and dyed in the northern hemisphere and yank out of your body in the southern hemisphere.
Yes. No dyeing of my hair on the northern hemisphere though. We're going natural.
Any interest in the Illinois game tonight? I'm assuming you're talking about the Illinois basketball game in the March Madness. Nah.
65 milligrams to get high. I'd be sleeping if I had 60. Well, I'd be more than sleeping. One time I took too much. Now let's be honest, it's been way more than one time. But this particular time that I took way too much, and I mean way too much. We went out for dinner, and when I took the edible, I was like, I think I,
La la
I
la
think I
la
just,
la 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 la.
yeah,
Sorry.
I was like, I think I just took 60 milligrams. Anyways, and so we were sitting down for Mexican. It was me, Tom, and Lily, and I ate probably a quarter of my meal, and I looked at both of them and said, "I'm going to be in the car." And I stood up and I walked right out the restaurant, and then did Lamaze breathing the whole way home so I wouldn't be sick. And then I laid on the bed and I kept pushing myself. Remember, I kept pushing myself into the bed. He goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm trying to get flat." He goes, "Literally cannot be flatter." And I was like, I need to be flatter than I am right now. Um, 500 milligrams. Yo, I had one of the guys that worked for me. He called me and he goes, "Renee, I can't come in." And I was like, "All right, are you okay?" And he's like, "I took way too many edibles." And I go, "What?" And he goes, "I thought that Sharon and I were doing," he thought the whole bar was 500 milligrams, but it was 1,000 milligram bar and they split it in half. And his wife handled it like a champ and he was fucked up for 2 days. So I am
Uh,
in
addi-
Canada.
Additionally, um, Renee's mother's dog does not
Also
handle
had
cannabis.
I think he had 2 or 300 milligrams. He was very, very sick, to the tune of like $1,500 for the urgent care vet, and the overnight stay and the IV. And then when they went to go see him the next day, the doctor was like, I think he could probably use another night. And my parents were like, not at $1,500. He can detox at home.
Yeah,
So
he can piss on himself at home, not in your
that's what he
cage.
did. I mean, they thought he was having like a neurological, he just was so high that he was, you buy from your mechanic. I don't ever buy weed. Just shows up at my house.
Magically.
It,
Uh, Thank you, Tom. Your friend ate 4 of the 6 gummies left, and he was high for a day and a half. Yeah,
wow.
you'll have that if you when Renee overdoes it, she overdoes it spectacularly. Always good to see Renee, Tom too. Well, then go watch her fucking videos.
I have 304 followers or subscribers now.
304, you said?
Yep. What is Tom's favorite movie? The Godfather.
Um, Conan the ball bearing one. Although it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes I like how Stella got her groove packed.
You're not even funny.
I'm incredibly funny. You make your own edibles? Yeah, we haven't crossed into that realm yet. She hasn't.
No, I have.
She's a crafty gal, but I don't know that she's making
I
edibles just yet.
we have a Levo and I've made butter. Um
Yeah.
and I have, was it Green Dragon? I have it in the freezer. It's Everclear. And
Okay. Whoa,
tincture.
whoa, 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 whoa. The dog got up onto the kitchen counter after she had put her edibles down for a couple of minutes.
I mean,
She's been a multiple dog owner for decades. She is very responsible. It's my mother-in-law you're talking about. What the fuck?
yeah, you want to talk about Tom and I about the shit that we do that's irresponsible? Have at it. Um,
I don't do anything irresponsible anymore.
sir.
Yes. Blessed to have a Jamaican smoke shop 3 blocks from me. That's that would be nice. Can of butter, yes. So we have, like Renee said, we have a Levo. If you guys don't know what a Levo is the brand, but it's an infusing machine. So what it does is it does all of the different processes you need to do to your marijuana to get it to the point where you can dry it, extract it, and infuse it into oil or butter or
I did
something of
can of
that nature.
sugar.
Yeah.
Um, they and I did like the can of sugar. The problem was that it just I just like somebody else making it for me. You know what? We live in a service world.
Our Cleo, our next cruise is at the end of July. Our 14-year-old is going to be participating in that cruise, and we are going on Norwegian out of Miami. It's the same cruise that Renee and I did on Norwegian out of New Orleans before, but we're taking our 14-year-old, our 21-year-old, and my mother-in-law. And out of Miami, we will have 2 sea days, a stop in Cozumel, a stop in Costa Maya. Those are both Mexican ports, for those of you that don't know. A stop in Roatan, Honduras, and a stop at the Norwegian island in Belize. I can't remember what that one is called.
So, okay, guys, we're gonna clear this up about my mom really quick here. It, she doesn't have kids that live in her house. Okay, my stepfather is 80 and she's 70. So I promise you, her kids, like the youngest kid is 47 or 44. Sorry. Okay. If the grandkids were there, it would not even be out. And I'm just gonna also tell you, one, two, three, five, maybe seven of the grandkids probably bought her the fucking edibles. I mean, come on.
And
So,
she just walked into the house and put him on the kitchen counter for a minute while she went to go put her shit down, and the dog got to it. That's exactly what happened. Are you two ever in the same room? Only during wallpapering the closet sessions. Otherwise, we sleep in separate rooms, we live in separate rooms, we work in separate rooms. We communicate digitally
Tom, you would
only.
not even like not sleeping in the same room as me.
No, not one bit. That sucks.
No, that's it. Like I literally I am we can talk about this. Let's talk about this real quick here. I am fascinated by people that are married and don't actively sleep in the same room. And it's usually because a partner snores. They just have different, sleep patterns, different, like I get different shifts. Um, but and every time I watch it, I'm like, who are these people they can't sleep together? I mean, I would love for you to get a CPAP, but you're not going to. You're not going to figure out how to stop breathing. So, but like if you were in the other room, I wouldn't even know if you were alive.
Danger is my middle name. And to
Right.
the person that said, "Do you really feel safe being on a ship in the ocean now?" Yeah, yeah, I do. I
I
feel I probably feel safer cruising, knowing what the cruise people know and do on a day in and day out basis than I do when it comes to a lack of security at our airports.
Okay. You know what? I was talking to uh I was talking to an old business acquaintance, Tom. It was the guy that owned the place where we parked our truck across the street. You know who
Mhm.
I'm talking about. Anyways, so I'm talking to him and we were talking about border control and everything else. And I said to him, I go, don't you think that if we are worried about security at the borders, there's four borders to the United States of America. You have the stuff in the ocean. And Tom, you and I both know this. The amount of stuff that comes through Los Angeles, if there was some sort of awful thing that happened there, do you know what it would do to our economy, to to our supply chain? I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of containers moving in and out of that port on the weekly.
Mhm.
It just would be devastating. And he said to me, he goes, "Why haven't I ever thought of that?" And I was like, "It's a fear of mine." I mean, and it was a fear from when I was working in that industry. Um,
How many containers on your average ship? How many ships in an average port? How many ports along the coast? And when you do that math and you
yeah.
realize that all you got to do is get one dirty bomb on one container through one into one port in order to have maximum effect, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Oh, Chris,
Chris is talking about the other person commenting.
no, she said, she sleeps separately because or sleep separately because 'cause I'm sick. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick,
Oh,
and I understand the let me tell you, when Tom's sick, the whole world has to stop existing so he can sleep.
wow. Okay. That's where we're going tonight. Okay. Ding ding. I guess it's round one.
You know I'm teasing.
Well, this went dark. It always does. It
That's
always does.
this is
Deep
nothing.
deep water ports. Well, I mean, you're talking about Port of Los Angeles, you're talking about New Orleans, you're talking about Savannah, Georgia, you're talking about ports in Virginia, ports up in
North
San
Carolina,
Francisco,
Savannah. I mean,
San Diego, San Francisco, Seattle.
yeah, I mean those aren't as large, but I mean we still have a lot of waterway that I mean, your
Um,
anything.
Here, Chicago, we have the largest inland port in the country right here.
Okay, yes, but it comes in via train, Tom. Okay, and my
Yes.
point is, like, it would have to go all the way from a foreign country, most likely China or Vietnam, to here via boat, and then get
Mhm.
onto a train, and then a train into the interior. But what I'm referencing is, uh, I mean, when we transloaded containers, like at our height, we were sending out the number of containers that we alone were loading, not including the other 5 transloaders in the area, was 3 trains a week out of out of one area, just from us, and there was 5 of them, and 5 that probably did the same as us, if not better. I mean, you hit 25, 30 trains just of that going out, and, think about, Walmart brings in from from,
Well,
like, the middle of
the bottom line is if that's what's going out a week, you have to have at least that coming in a week in containers. So that's
oh,
the number of
minimum, yeah.
containers that are at a minimum are flowing in and out.
I mean, Walmart has, like 1,000 containers a day coming in into this interior location, for like a 6 to 8 week stretch. So, anyways,
Um, Guys, if you could please tap the fuck out of the screen and blow the live up. You either tap the screen to like the live or you tap the little heart. There should be an arrow somewhere on your screen. If you tap that, you can share the live like to your Facebook, your threads, your blue sky. If you're still on Twitter, you can send it in a text message to somebody. Anything you can do to help boost the content of these days would be greatly appreciated.
somebody said if a container had an explosive, blah blah blah. I agree wholeheartedly that like there's timers, especially with all of the things happening in this world, but it would still have to go through customs. Um, and so there's still a chance that it would get caught.
Does
It-
customs scan the containers?
Um, well, no, not necessarily, but they can still they'll just randomly pick. And if you have let's say a 6 or an 8,000 TEU, that's 6,000 20-foot containers. So I mean, I don't know what the number is that they pick. I'm sure it's not even a published number, because they might on one ship only pull 2, and on the next ship pull 500 of the 6,000 on there. No, the ports do have a ton of security, but that's my point is, with all of the concerns, we're still not funding the ports properly with this current shutdown. So much winning.
Here's what's aggravating us currently outside of global issues. Our son made the eighth grade bowling team, but the sectionals are the exact same day that he's going to be in Springfield on his eighth grade Springfield class trip. So he can't even compete in the sectionals for the team that he made
Yeah.
if he wants to go to Springfield.
Somebody asked if I made this. I wish I did, but no, I did not.
No, that all that stuff behind her, I made.
For real?
Yeah, and out in the shop. Of course, that picture behind you, that was when I was down with my hip replacement. I was getting into that art period of my life, but just really never stuck. Magnolia is in the room. Don't be talking about anything you don't want to talk about. Don't be showing anything you don't want to show.
I'm not showing nothing.
Everybody just shut the fuck up about everything.
Go for the sectionals. So that's what mom says. Um, and
I say go to the
Springfield trip.
Springfield because you can never have another eighth grade Springfield trip. And I understand you can never have another eighth grade bowling season, but you don't go to Springfield in high school and there's plenty of bowling ahead of them. A shit ton in leagues and maybe on more teams. Did you finish the blanket, Mom?
Nope. That's
No. Every time you ask about it, she unravels another section.
I'm not crocheting a ton. Art
Sorry.
is stupid expensive. You know what? I got everything from Kirkland's. And it was all like I think I paid like $18 or something for that. We usually go to Home Goods.
Yeah,
That's where
Home
we
Goods.
bought all of our art. And we do tend, I don't know why, we tend to lean towards metal art. I don't know why,
We
but
lean towards metal.
yeah, like metal. So the one in the kitchen is metal.
Yeah.
Um, we had some other ones too. Like outside, we have a lot of metal stuff. I mean,
Yes.
I don't know. Because the other stuff is just kind of simple, like the stuff in the bathroom, the 2 bathrooms. I mean, that's
My
The butterfly.
I have my 6 foot rooster outside, but then I have this little metal chicken, and his little feet snapped off today.
Well, he
So
was aggressive.
he's got 2 little nubs now.
Yeah, but
His
you managed to get him sit upright.
his 2 little nubs are just jammed down into the planting bed.
I
It's
have a
unfortunate at best.
I have a garden gnome now. It's got a bee on his head, bee on his bonnet.
After I retired from the Marine Corps, I started to learn how to paint to help deal with my PTSD. I've gotten a lot out of painting. WB the Metal Cat, it's still out there? Yeah, it would. I mean, whatever helps you get through PTSD times, obviously, right? I mean, some people do art, some people
Amazon.
take up gardening. Some people do different people do all kinds of different things. I mean, whatever it's gonna different things help different people for sure. Metal too, says the pastor's casket. But bump. I see what you did there. Where did you get the dragonfly hanging on the side of your house? Amazon.
Yeah. Amazon, Amazon, Amazon.
All that metal shit that's on the wall by the deck, it's all Amazon.
2 foot tall chicken. That's Tom. Do we have a welding torch? Nope. We're not going to get one.
No,
And I'm saying those words out loud to remind myself I'm not going to learn how to weld.
we're not getting a
My
welding
cousin did
torch.
suggest that we figure out.
No, we're good. Somebody else can weld for us. We don't need a
Okay,
welding. We don't need a welding torch.
Jacob, I have a friend who loves, loves, loves gnomes. And I told her that I said something about a gonk. And she goes, "What the fuck is that?" And so um, she was so aggravated with me. She goes, "It's a fucking gnome." Like she was not having it at all. So um, yeah, it's really a gonk, but not many people know what it means. So and even Tom is probably not sure what I'm talking about.
Nope.
A gnome, a gonk doesn't have a face. A gnome has the eyes and
Okay, so like it's a gnome, but it looks like his beard and his eyebrows are overgrown to the point where you can't see his facial features.
that's a
Like
gonk.
Uncle Pecos.
Yes, that's a gonk.
Hambone. It's relatively easy to weld. Then you do it. We're not doing it. His little feet snapped off. Now he has nubs. Yep.
Somebody said I don't paint, I Xanax. I'm going to tell you right now, I have to get high in order to paint because I suck in it. My girlfriend and I do watercolor. We call it art. We art together via FaceTime, and I am fucking terrible at it. It is god awful.
We Clio, yes, we do. So we last year we expanded our smaller garden into a little bit more garden space, and last year we did 2 different kinds of cucumbers. We a few jalapeno plants. We did bell peppers. We didn't even know it, but we did some sport peppers. We did cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, peas, 3 different kinds of tomatoes and onions, along with potatoes. And we're expanding the garden by 3 or 4 raised planting beds this year.
It's going to be okay. Here, you guys want to settle an argument? We always have. Oh, he forgot to tell you the zucchini. We just do
Oh,
one
and
zucchini plant
yeah, we
and
always do a
cucumber.
zucchini plant. Yeah.
Yeah, we do the zucchini because everybody loves that. We accidentally bought one time, and I was like, "Well, we're just put it in the ground. People will eat it. We'll grow it. It doesn't. I've already paid for it, so you might as well." And we're exceptional at growing fucking
Oh, and
zucchini.
then I'm sorry, the herbs and the lettuce that you grew up on the
Yes,
porch. Sorry, so
yes.
there's all of that as well.
So, anyways, he says to me, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about the garden, and he goes, "What are we gonna get for the?" He goes, "We gotta get something for the end of the driveway where we can just put the vegetables out there, post on Talk of the Town, and let people know that we have stuff, right?" And I was like, "Okay." like that. He goes, what? And I go, I don't feel like I should have to buy something after I paid for the stuff that's in the ground and cared for it and watered it. And I'm going to give it away for fucking free that I have to go spend $150 on a thing to put out there. And then the one he showed me was wood. And I was like, you can't put that out there in the rain. And he went, let me think about this, and went back. So
You do tower planting, tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, Swiss chard. Yeah. So we're gonna have one lower raised garden that's going to be dedicated to the tomatoes. One of the upper raised garden is going to be dedicated to like the leafy vegetables, like the broccoli, the cauliflower, and the cabbage. Um, there's going to be another raised garden that my intention is to get a shade top over it where we could do a larger section of herbs because I'd like to get um like a gazebo or something for the deck eventually and not grow them up there. And then we're gonna still do potatoes, I believe, this year. We're gonna try and do more onion. Renee's talking about potentially doing a little small area of garlic. That takes a few years to get garlic going, but I mean, Lord knows we use enough garlic. And then obviously the cucumbers. We have the cattle panel trellises. Um, we do the cucumbers. We do the cherry tomatoes.
I, somebody said they do over 100 fruits and vegetables. Listen, we are in the Chicagoland area, so really, excuse me, um, our growing season is not that large, really, especially for fruits and stuff like that. I mean, we could do, like, we could probably do a raspberry or blueberry bush or something like that. It just, here's the deal: I'm the only one that's going to eat them. Even the vegetables, my husband planted three, no, 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 three jalapeno
Yeah,
and six pepper plants, like green bell pepper, okay, red, orange, and yellow. Ask him
no.
how many of those things he will eat.
I planted 12 bell pepper plants and three jalapenos. And let me tell you something. We had some jalapenos.
The garlic doesn't take a few years. It does take 9 months. So you have to plant it actually in
Is
November.
it
So we will not
asparagus
be,
is it
yeah,
asparagus that takes a few
asparagus
years?
takes a few
My
years.
apologies.
We're not going to be doing
Asparagus takes a few.
asparagus. Um, but we will be doing most likely garlic, if I can get my act together. Which, so maybe not. Birds do love it.
We had a
And we're
strawberry plant. We had a strawberry plant on the deck last year, and the
They
birds decimated
obliterated
it
it. Yeah, I'm glad that I fed the birds. Every time there was a fucking strawberry on that thing, the next day it was gone. So it
every
was
damn
just a
time.
little, it was just more of fun, It just, that's a lot of what our gardening involves is, oh, like when he bought the sugar peas, I was like, peas? He goes, yeah, I like peas. And I was like, okay.
I
Um,
was thinking like a can of peas, like you have with your dinner. That's not what it was.
No, but
That's not what it
I
was.
loved them. They were, but here's the deal. I would pick them, and then as I was picking the rest of the vegetables, I would eat them because we'd only had like 6. So,
Yeah,
like, it just
but we can every year we grow. So we're exceptionally good at growing jalapenos. We're exceptionally good at growing cucumbers. We're exceptionally good at growing tomatoes. This past year, I thought that we did rather well at cabbage. Like I think that cabbage was a good success for us. We seem to have a short-term success with broccoli, but we can never get it to really bounce back for a robust second term. If the lettuce is in the right place, we always do good with lettuce. Bell
cauliflower we have not been able to accomplish because here's I think our one of our biggest challenges is that we are constantly trying to get it just a tad bit bigger. I don't know why we do that, but we're the number of times, so it wasn't last year, it was the year before. I didn't get fucking tomatoes until like the end of August when I gave up on the fucking tomato plant.
Yeah,
Then it went fucking ballistic. But prior to that, I'd have a green tomato and then it would
it's
start to
following.
blush. Are you talking to me?
No, no.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you had me confused with somebody else.
No, I
Anyway,
my bad.
it would start to blush, and I'd be like, "Oh," because in your head you want it to ripen on the vine. So like
Yeah.
it stays on the vine, right? So and then I would come out and my fucking chipmunks would eat it. So
The other problem that we had in our tomato slash cucumber area last year was that our dog Clyde shit out somewhere in the garden a seed for those yellow and green gourds, and that plant went fucking everywhere and literally produced buckets upon buckets upon buckets of fucking gourds. And so there were gourds going through our tomato plants, there were gourds going through our cucumber plants, they were across the top of our onions. They went up over our trellises. They came up onto the deck and came up underneath the deck furniture. It was fucking everywhere. So if I see a gourd plant coming up this year, I'm killing it.
that's a little harsh. We just need to and the other thing that like
Harsh or accurate? Yeah,
a little from column A, a little from column B.
I think it's
The other
important.
thing, like we we watch videos and stuff and then we're like, "Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that." Um but sometimes we just it's always the plant that we just kind of give up on that does the best, right? Like when we're like, "Oh man, these tomato plants they're shot, they can't do anything else." And
We
then all of a sudden they just fucking kick out all of this fruit.
In the areas where I know that we need to improve is we need to improve on the potato production. Um, and we need to figure out a way to get our tomatoes to keep going the way that they're going, but not collapse and overcrowd each other. I think in some instances, not all of them, we got to go vertical with our more of our tomatoes.
Listen, the gourd, we always have a couple of those for decoration outside. Um, and Clyde, anything that is, like any of the pumpkins, the mini pumpkins, the gourds, that's probably it, right?
And then what do you grow as far as herbs go? You grow some parsley, some basil, some
Yeah.
oregano,
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 cilantro, oregano, chives.
and then you had a bunch of salad mix up here this year.
Yes, I had it's called a fancy salad mix. So I mean I do adore that because you just cut it like you literally transplant it and then you give it about 7 to 10 days and then you start cutting. So you basically have a salad every four
You
or
know,
5 days you can have a salad.
yeah. Thyme. Do you do thyme out there?
I've done it once. So I do heavy basil, and that's just because people like basil. So when I'm offering it up, they're like, "Oh, I'll take basil." Um, oh, rosemary, I do. Trying to think, because really it dictates what Bonnie's Plants has out there too at Home Depot.
Yeah,
So
because we don't have a greenhouse here, so we still use starter plants from a greenhouse. If we ever built like a little lean-to greenhouse, we could do starter packs, but
we did
we're
do
not there yet.
catnip too. Catnip is something we do every year, um,
Yeah,
and our cats love fresh catnip, and it doesn't take anything really. My biggest problem is my basil likes to go to seed really quick. Um, but once we moved it up to the deck and it gets a lot more shade, it's not as quick. Which is why one of the reasons we moved our herbs up to the shed or up to the deck because I don't always go out to water. And Tom and Tommy will not cut any herbs. They just are convinced they're going to do it wrong. So and I don't and every time they tell me this, I get pissed because I'm like, I don't know fucking know what I'm doing either. Cutting shit.
so once we're into the bulk of the summer, the heart of the summer, our morning routine will consist of going outside, filling up the shaking the feeders if they're not completely empty, putting more peanuts in the dishes for the blue jays and the squirrels, doing a run through the garden to see what needs to be harvested, and then
And
filling
he's
up,
so proud of himself. He's out there watering and
and
oh,
then
look at this. He's so proud.
filling up the 3 bird baths that are out there that the birds rely
And
on
make sure
because
we
we
scrub
have
them out. Yeah.
a fucking shit ton of birds out there.
So
A
somebody
shit,
asked if
a
we
shit
grow
ton.
radishes or corn. And we do not grow corn.
Yet,
Um,
yet,
we'll never grow corn. It
yet.
takes way too much space. Um, we're not gonna grow corn. Oh, I do dry out my rosemary and basil and thyme and my oregano, parsley. I dry a lot of parsley. I just do a flat leaf though. I don't do the Italian or no, I'm sorry. I do a flat leaf. Never mind. Corn isn't worth it. That's what I'm saying. When I say that he just gets joy from stuff coming out of the ground, what we're really bad at, I can't figure it out, is potatoes. I got seed potatoes like from the nursery. I didn't even I didn't use my own potatoes that rooted. And believe
We'll
me,
figure it
I'm
out. We'll
very good
figure
at
it
it.
out. We'll figure it out. We'll get the potatoes going, and once we get the potatoes on track, and then we go buy that 3.6 acre parcel of land down the street from the library, and we build a house right in the middle of it, and then I convince you to let me build a nice 15-foot wall around the entire property, we will be zombie apocalypse ready. We can grow our own food. We get the family there. You tell them if the zombies hit, you just come to the compound, get behind the wall. We can get on city water, but still drill a well. We can get on city electric and still have renewables. And if the world ever goes to shit, we're ready to go. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have them in here. I got to wait till I get back to the bedroom. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I was just reading what other people are saying.
Well, they're talking about what a spectacular content creator I am and how lucky you are to be associated with me for the past 29 years of your life.
What are we gonna do for our anniversary?
This year,
Yeah, what day is our anniversary?
not a fucking thing. It's
Sweet
in the middle of
potatoes.
it's
I
in the middle of all the insanity.
here's what I'm gonna tell you about sweet potatoes. Again, I'm be the only person who would eat it. And what you guys will come to understand about me is there are very few things that I do that will just benefit me.
Mhm. Yeah, so guys, you got to understand our month of May, our anniversary is May 7th, and our month is absolutely insane. On May 1st, we're going to go see a comedy show. On the 7th,
I've
we celebrate our anniversary. On the 10th, it's Mother's Day. On the 13th, it's my birthday. On the 16th, it's Maggie's birthday. On the 17th, it's Maggie's boyfriend's graduation from college and the anniversary of her sister's passing. Somewhere in there, I can't remember which day, Tommy goes to Great America with his eighth grade trip. We go to Tommy has a graduation in there. His last day of eighth grade is in there. We do a trip to Orlando in there for him to be able to compete in the nationals. And Magnolia is due with her first child. And there was one other thing that I can't remember now. I've got it all written on my phone, which I'm using right now.
Mother's Day.
No, I already mentioned Mother's Day.
Did you say your birthday?
Yep. So no, there is no room to do anything in May. Every time something else gets added to the month of May, I'm like, what the fuck are we? What are you doing? How are we doing this?
We're only dating for 29 years. So we're hitting 27 years of marriage. So
Yeah,
which
May will be 29 years together, 28 years living together, and 27 years married. We have a freeze dryer. I'm hoping to have a great garden this year and freeze dry a bunch of produce. Yeah, I just give it away to people.
He does. I mean, I have, well, I had 5 or 6 bags of um San Marzano or whatever they are, tomatoes to make.
Oh, the nice slicing tomatoes.
No, that's not the slicing tomato. That's one for gravy.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Um, and I had those in the freezer so I could make gravy out of them. And we lost our freezer, so
That sucked. Yeah.
yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. I do have frozen zucchini. Here's the problem: our freezer is where shit goes to die. It's uh, so fucking bad. Everything I think to myself, oh, I'll put that in the freezer. If I die, you guys come and take the shit out of my freezer because he ain't gonna eat it. Just have at it, but come get it. It's all good. It just there's gonna be macaroni and cheese that is unbaked. You just go ahead and pop that in the oven. I got beef barley soup. You just have to warm that up. It's all cooked. It's ready to go. I got zucchini. I got a lot of zucchini that have been made into zoodles, but there's also shredded if you want to make a zucchini bread.
I think what she's trying to tell you is that she's mad that I don't eat as much of the stuff that's frozen away in our freezer as she thinks I should.
Somebody said beefsteak. Okay, I beefsteaks are good
How did you know
tomatoes.
my nickname?
My favorite are heirloom tomatoes. Typically they're just ugly as sin, but they are so fucking good, right, Tom?
My God, you gotta let that go by my heirloom.
But
It's
the
a
problem
heirloom.
was last year,
Heirloom.
no heirloom tomatoes by Bonnie's, which is why and when I tell you we went to what, a dozen? I mean,
Oh
we kept
God.
going
We
back.
we no, we were, and it was like small garden centers, large chains. It was everything that we could find in between. We were going to Tractor Supply, we were going to Walmart, we were going to Ace Hardware, we were going to mom and pop joints.
Like we were
Nobody had them.
driving past, if they had a garden center, we were stopping to see.
And for some reason nobody was cranking them out last year at all. We could
Beef.
get the Romas. Obviously, we could always get the Romas. You can get cherry tomatoes. You can get some. You can get these Sam Marzanalas or whatever the fuck they're called, but no heirloom.
And somebody said beefsteak. Some beefsteaks do they feel like a little like they're to me the equivalent of a red delicious apple, which should just go extinct. I'm done with them. They're mealy. They're flavorless. I don't. But we're not gonna. They're terrible.
My God,
What?
what did a red delicious apple ever do to you?
It was tasteless.
Did, did,
They're
did, did
just awful.
you
Just
eat
ugh.
cauliflower?
I love cauliflower.
Cauliflower has no taste.
Yes, it does.
You eat celery. Celery has no taste.
Yes,
Celery
it
is
does. Do you
no,
know
it's
how I know it
crunchy
has a taste?
water.
No. Do you know how I know it has a taste?
How?
Because when I put it in your stuffing, you don't fucking like it.
Yeah, because I don't like the texture. I don't want my stuffing to crunch.
Tom,
That's why
it tastes like pepper.
when you have me prepare the celery, I chop the fuck out of it until it's minced down. But there's no taste in it. It's crunchy water.
Okay. There's a lot going on. Cauliflower and cheese, that's what I'm saying. Red delicious, they say suck. Hold on. But Conley said something.
You see what I'm saying? Cauliflower and cheese. You don't want the cauliflower. You want a vessel to get cheese to your face hole.
Okay. Somebody said I love heirloom tomatoes, but my fucking groundhog.
You
Oh,
know
I
what?
heard you, man. Just give me a minute. I just very specific.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyways, you got to take the fucking tomatoes off as soon as they blush. As soon as you see that they start turning white, you have to yank them. That's how you get the tomatoes. Okay. What did you just say now?
I don't even fucking remember. Something about your face hole and a cheese vessel. Next thing I know, my donkey fell down your waffle hole.
Apple. Cauliflower. Okay. First off, everything is kind of bland or plain without seasoning, period. You don't just take ground beef, slap it on a grill, and go, "Oh, this is the best hamburger I've ever had." You season it.
There's a difference between seasoning something and smothering it with something.
Okay,
If you take a
but
chunk
Tom,
of cauliflower and you smother it in cheese, you are trying to get cheese into your mouth.
okay, but
Cauliflower is
Tom,
how it's more publicly accepted than you doing this in the bowl of cheese. That's all it is. It's more etiquette. Your turn.
I don't even eat cheese on my cauliflower. It's good like that, but I don't eat it like that. I roast it with garlic and olive oil and some salt, and it's
Boom, roasted the
delicious.
father.
What?
Nothing. I'm gonna grab something out of the fridge. Hang on.
Oh my God.
And then some. Did you send them out?
Fuck, I forgot. I didn't send it out. And I can't because now I can't get in
Nope,
the
you're gonna have to wait now.
I was waiting for it to finish charging.
Did you take your second pill today?
Nope. I was raw dogging life.
Speaking of raw dogging,
Yes. Oh, okay. Okra? Yeah. It's kind of
not a fan
slimy.
of. I'm really not a fan of okra.
David, you did tune in to a debate over cauliflower. This is what 29 years together has brought us to.
Mm-hmm.
It's either this or we get divorced. So we're just going to argue.
Ain't nobody got time for divorce.
Tom, do you think Felicia watches this going, these two are still fucking arguing?
Probably. Probably. I don't know if she watched me back then or if she's still watching me. Spicy carrots.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, you're going to keep your lips to yourself today. Okra can be slimy. It just is.
I don't know
And you
what
know
the.
what?
Go ahead.
It's not even, it really, to me, it's kind of how Tom refers to cauliflower. It just doesn't taste like anything. And I know, I think people use it to like thicken soup. And I'm like, I don't even understand what that means. What would it take?
It tastes to it.
I think Tom would
Yeah,
try
carrots are
pickled
awesome.
okra. I mean, because it doesn't disgust him like, like if you ask him to like do beef liver, he's not going to try that. Like he
Oh
just
hell
won't be
no!
able
Come on.
to. But like a pickled okra, now if he's not disgusted by the vegetable, he'll try it. He just probably won't like it. I've tried it fried. You know what else? I feel the same way about um like fried mushrooms. I love mushrooms, but I don't like them breaded because they just kind of they like steam inside there, and it doesn't. It's, you gotta go outside, buddy. I'm gonna tell you right now, this dog let off an air biscuit a little bit ago.
Mm.
Oh yeah, another one. Okay, let's go.
Someone's got to drop a deuce. You love mushrooms. I can't do the fungi. I can't do it. I can't do fungi. I can't do like the what is it? Fucking blue cheese with the fungus on it. And I can't do yogurt. It's it's a fucking no. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, when he gets to floating air biscuits, woof. It'll peel the paint right off the goddamn walls. The wasps. Brie? No.
Ketchup for what? Blue cheese
I
on
don't.
crackers? Yeah.
Blue cheese is amazing with wings.
Yeah. I don't know that it's Here's what I don't like. I do not like a blue cheese dressing that's sweet. Basically, I need a ranch dressing with blue cheese chunks added to it, and that's just fine. But like some blue cheese dressings, it's just way too sweet. And I'm not a fan of a sweet. I don't like a sweet salad dressing. I mean, I like love a garlic salad dressing, but if it's got too much sugar in it, I'm like, don't fucking ruin it.
Well, I think that from a standpoint of Renee and I think that we probably use ketchup the least of any condiment.
You know what I use
We
ketchup the most is when we eat out. Like in a
Yeah, if we
restaurant,
go have a
because
burger
that's when I
at
would
a
have
diner.
fries. And
Mm.
fries or a grilled hot dog. That's
But
when,
at the
or a
house,
hamburger.
I think at the house, barbecue sauce and mayonnaise outweigh ketchup consumption from us. Not from Tommy, but from
Right.
us.
Yeah, you can't. Tommy's doesn't count. Um, I mean, for me, mayonnaise hands down is
Oh, you got the same thing? Yeah, I got the whatever the hell's is in there
careful so you
with
don't
the.
spill it.
I got the lid on it here.
Oh, okay.
Is in there. I forget what they put in there with the carrots that makes them good and spicy and pickled. Oh my god, I fucking love it. I love it. And you used to go to the taco stand or to the burrito joint back in the day, and they would put the carrots and the peppers in the aluminum foil, wrap them up in a ball, throw them in the bag with your tacos. The taco
No,
stands
not
out here
near the
don't
lip.
fucking do that. They don't do that out here. So you guys, this Renee gets for me from the Mexican grocery store
It's
in a
just
can.
la preferada.
Yeah. Oh,
It's just
it's awesome.
carrots and jalapenos. He just doesn't like the jalapenos, and so I really just need to figure out a recipe and make it for him so I could just do it heavy on the carrots. That's really
I'll
what needs to
I'll tell
happen.
you what we need to figure out is we need to figure out, and when I say we, that means obviously you, a good creamy coleslaw recipe
Okay,
because we
I
are
got you.
good at growing cabbage. We do like coleslaw. Your mom likes coleslaw.
Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere near as difficult as you have made it to be.
I
I've
didn't
never
say
made
it
it.
was difficult. I
Mm,
just said we need to figure one out. That's all I
I've
said.
never made it because I don't really care for coleslaw.
I
And
don't, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
right, and here's the deal, Tom.
Mhm.
I, I if you ask for it, I'll make it. So if you're asking for it officially, I'll make it. You just have to remind me that I said I would make it, and then tell you, hey, I would like coleslaw today, and then I will make the coleslaw. I can make coleslaw tomorrow, actually, with dinner if you want it with your beef sandwiches.
Coleslaw isn't that just nice without like, did it die? I loved
Yeah,
it. What the fuck?
yeah.
The
Just
fuck?
don't do it. Salad
Yeah,
cream,
see, so I prefer a creamy coleslaw over like a garlic coleslaw. And then I don't like potato salad
garlic or
at
vinegar.
all.
You mean?
Vinegar, sorry.
Okay.
I don't know why I said
Listen,
that. I like the creamy coleslaw over the vinegar based coleslaw, and I don't like potato salad at all.
do you enjoy sautéed cabbage and sliced cabbage or sliced sausage? Yes, yes, yes. As a matter of fact, we are sitting heavy with cabbage this week because of
St.
what's that
Patrick's Day.
called? Thank you. Um, and so I currently have 2 heads of cabbage, so I'm making glumpies.
Do you
Uh,
have two full heads left still? I thought
yeah,
you only had one.
no, that's why I bought one. I had one left, and then I bought one because I want to make glumpies. And
Okay.
then I have reverse pot stickers, which I think you might like. It's the wonton wrapper, and it's just like a pork mixture similar to those meatballs that we had.
Okay.
It's like a wonton taco is kind of how they refer to it. So you pick like just try it. It's not gonna hurt you.
What were we just talking about? I was going to go look something up. We were just talking about something. Now my fucking brain just rebooted.
Polish cabbage and noodles. Yeah, see, he would never eat that. And here's the if Tom wasn't here, I would just cook for myself twice a week. I would cook a meal like that, on Monday, and I would eat it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on Thursday I would cook another meal and I would eat it Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then on Sunday, I would just fucking probably not eat or eat scrambled eggs or something. Or I would have cheese and crackers. I mean, do you know what my current favorite snack is? I will use either apples or pretzel thins, caramel, and chocolate chips. So if you want it salty and sweet, then you go with the pretzels. If you want to pretend like you're being healthy, then you go with the apple.
Does your coleslaw need to be cold? I would prefer it to be cold, especially if it's a creamy coleslaw.
Yeah.
But really, any coleslaw. So there's a place in the near west suburbs called Russell's. It's a barbecue joint, and they do a vinegar based coleslaw, not a creamy coleslaw. And I never really did like the coleslaw. I eat it when I'm there because I'm a coleslaw fan. But what they do is they put it in with your sandwiches, and so by the time you get it, it's actually warm. And it's like, ah, man, that's not the way coleslaw is supposed to be. Coleslaw is supposed to be a cold side dish.
I do. I love, love, love a creamy coleslaw on a pulled pork or a pulled beef sandwich.
On
Like,
it,
yeah. Yeah. Like when we make pulled pork, Bubba, you getting Clyde? Yeah. Thank you, buddy. You want
is
to
he
let him
taking?
in
Is
here?
he doing his litter and shower?
All right. Are you doing litter and shower? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Go ahead and shut the door, bud. Thank you.
North Carolina slaw burger. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but I like it. I shouldn't say pulled beef because we don't eat pulled beef here. But pulled pork, yeah,
You know
that
what?
is.
You know what she doesn't like that I am absolutely amazed by because I think they're phenomenal. Hush puppies. She doesn't do hush puppies.
I, they're not good.
They're
They
fucking
have
awesome.
no taste. They're terrible.
Fried corn.
Love a Reuben sandwich. Love it. To condense, decarb, I make everything from add drops to my coffee to add the tincture to chocolate jello, any gummy. So I, I've spent
Was
a
it?
lot of time
That's what you were making. That. What did she call it? The ting whatever.
tincture.
Yeah, that's what you were making for your
That's
sugar,
what I
right?
have.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have it in the freezer. Um, it's I just
Pause real quick. Chaos. We're doing it tomorrow. Go ahead. Sorry.
doing what tomorrow.
They asked if we do 18-hour beef,
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Um,
pepperoncinos, ranch, all it.
Franklin, get out of there. Go lay down, buddy. You're fine. Sorry, shocker, I was distracted. Um,
Yeah.
hush puppies are disgusting. I don't know what we were talking about.
Hush puppies are phenomenal. That's what we were talking about. We were talking about how once again you were wrong, and since you did not raise your hand, your heinous comments shall be stricken from the record because hush puppies rock. Liver and onions. Ugh.
Okay, I the only liver I've ever tried is turkey liver, and I do not like it. I did not like it. Hopefully, my mother's not on here, but she's not always the greatest cook, and she's the one that gave
Ooh,
me the turkey liver.
I'm going to make sure all our bills are paid in the morning. I want to be whole when she sees this.
She's, you know what? She's probably going, good. I was trying to get you guys to hate my cooking for long enough so you take over.
No,
She,
Renee is not right. Hush puppies are awesome.
Team Renee. Chicken livers. I can't. Stop it, please. You're
What are
going
they
to have
doing?
to lay down.
I have, yes, we have several polls coming up this week on here on the tube of you here. Make sure you participate in those if you wouldn't mind. Also, remember I have a membership here as well as on Instagram and Facebook. You guys have made me hungry. That always happens in our lives. As a matter of fact, we're going to probably
Always.
get out of here in just a few minutes since it's already 10 minutes to 9, so we can go have our ice cream, put our feet out, and get ready to pass out for the evening. We have guests coming, and we need to mop the floor before we go to bed.
If you go back
So
and watch the video, when you went out past my door and you went, "Did you start the mop?" And I went,
it was probably the same look I had every time you pulled into the driveway after work and I hadn't taken a fucking thing out for dinner. Yeah, it was probably the same look. So,
probably was.
um, you had to say ice cream. I did have to say ice cream, and now I'm going to go eat
We are
ice
gonna
cream.
go get. We're gonna eat the fuck out of the ice cream.
Thank you guys very much. See you next week on
Uh,
Saturday. Well,
oh,
no
no,
live next week. We have family in town next week. There's not going to be a Saturday live next week. Where our grandkids are going to be in town, and that is what we are going to be doing is hanging out with our grandkids.
oh, and
All right.
the following Saturday we be right before Easter, so we'll be able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
All right, guys. Take it easy.
talk it. Bye.